Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband? My husband and I have been married almost 8 years and together for over a decade. We have had our ups and downs as any other couple has, and I thought everything was still going great. Recently, my husband has been more and more forthcoming with how absolutely unhappy he's been, and how I make him unhappy in our relationship, because I am always taking from him and never giving back. From my perspective, this is totally untrue, because I am constantly putting other things before myself. For background and context, I am the one that gets him up out of the bed every morning. He recently lost his job and is currently unemployed. I am the only one that feeds and takes care of our three animals, unless I specifically ask him to help, but it is never done without my asking. I have come home many times after, and he is either busy scrolling on his phone or zoned into the TV. I also do a majority of the cleaning around the house and never ask for help, but when it isn't done, I get blamed. I used to do his laundry for him to make sure he always had clothes or made sure that everything was ready for him in the mornings. I stopped doing his laundry because so many times he has gotten mad when specific things didn't get washed. I will admit that since I am so focused on getting those daily tasks done, I rarely have time to focus on other things. Fast forward to today, we got into a heated argument with both of us yelling and screaming at one another. I was not yelling at first, but once he gaslit me calling me batshit crazy, that was it. I am usually quiet submissive when we argue, but today was different, and I was not about to be belittled and berated like usual. At one point during the argument, he blocked me from moving past him, and I tried to push past him, and he grabbed me, held me, and moved me backwards. Afterwards, he threatened me saying, "Don't do it again or I will end up in jail." Meanwhile, I'm working remotely, so I kept telling him that I don't want to talk to him when he is too irate, but won't leave me alone. I end up going into my office and closing the door to continue working. He ends up following me, closing the door behind him, and proceeds to lean against the door. When I ask him to move, he refuses. I told him again that I am done with the conversation until he calms down, but he said he didn't care and continued to talk. I ended up packing my laptop to work remotely in public and am currently writing this. For background, my husband oftentimes goes into a rage when he gets angry. There have been many times where he calls me a narcissist, or belittles me, calling me by saying that I am being a child, and just downright insults me or curses at me. He told me during our argument today that you're going to leave the house and do something immature and lose your job. All I planned on doing was going to a coffee shop or sit in a parking lot using my hotspot to work instead of being locked in a house with him. Our arguments are always one-sided where I never get to explain my side or my perspective. But when I do, he says, I don't care. The fact of the matter is that you did blah, but he never tries to see my perspective because his is the only one that matters. It is always a lose-lose situation for me, and I normally just stay submissive, which I know doesn't help my situation because now he is used to getting his way in an argument. I have tried everything, but nothing seems to calm him down. I feel like he is just constantly looking for things to blame on me, or just not take accountability himself.